A 2023 report by the CDC revealed that nearly 38% of adults aged 60 and above in the U.S. are living with high LDL cholesterol, a leading cause of heart attacks and strokes. Even more concerning, many of these individuals are already on medications, yet their cholesterol remains dangerously high. Why is that? The assumption that cholesterol control comes down to just pills or avoiding fried foods is not only outdated, it's incomplete. Certain natural foods have been clinically shown to target the very mechanisms that elevate cholesterol in aging adults. But these aren't exotic ingredients. They're likely sitting in your kitchen already. The real issue is that most seniors either don't know how to use them or don't realize the timing of consumption matters even more than the food itself. Today, we'll uncover 6 natural foods, backed by science, that lower cholesterol fast, especially for seniors over 60. Each one builds on the last, from the least to the most important. So stay until the end to discover the most powerful option of all. But here's where it gets even more critical. One of these foods doesn't just help with cholesterol, it also naturally supports blood pressure and blood sugar balance. Yet, many unknowingly skip this very ingredient that could rapidly shift their cholesterol levels in the right direction without side effects. Also, one of these foods only works if you prepare it the right way. Most people never do. This preparation step could be the key to finally unlocking its full cholesterol-lowering potential, something even clinical dietitians are starting to focus on, according to research from Johns Hopkins and the American Heart Association. Stick around to uncover this critical insight at the end. It may change the way you eat forever. Before we break down the 6 natural cholesterol-lowering foods, there's something important you need to understand first. These foods don't work in a vacuum, and not every senior's body responds to them the same way. There's a reason they work differently and often more effectively after age 60. So, let's lay that foundation first. Once past 60, the body undergoes a series of metabolic changes: slower bile acid production, reduced digestive enzyme levels, and altered hormone balance that significantly affect how certain nutrients are absorbed and utilized. This means that the same food that offers modest benefits at 30 could deliver powerful cholesterol-lowering effects after 60, simply because the body metabolizes it differently. These changes are subtle but clinically significant, and understanding them helps us identify which foods truly deliver the results seniors need. Now, it's natural to wonder how fast these natural foods can begin to make a difference. Emerging data from clinical studies, including a multi-center trial published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, show measurable improvements in LDL cholesterol within just 2 to 4 weeks when these specific foods are consumed consistently and in the correct form. But the key lies in consistency, not just occasional use. Backing all of this are peer-reviewed studies and clinical trials from trusted institutions like Harvard School of Public Health and the Mayo Clinic, which highlight not only the efficacy of these foods, but also their safety profiles when used in seniors. The cholesterol-lowering effect is not just anecdotal. It is both measurable and medically acknowledged. That said, this is far more than a list of healthy options. This is a strategic nutritional approach for people in a vulnerable age group. These 6 foods are not only accessible, they're also scientifically aligned with the aging body's specific needs, especially when it comes to managing lipid profiles naturally and safely. So if you're serious about reducing cholesterol levels fast, supporting heart health, and doing so without adding more pills to your regimen, stay engaged as we go deeper. And if this video resonates with you, drop a 100 in the comments. If not, comment 0 and tell us where in the world you are watching this video from. And subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based health strategies to stay strong, sharp, and independent. Let's now move forward to the 6 natural foods that matter most, ranked from useful to truly transformational. So, remember to stay till the end for food number 1 on the list, which could change everything for you. Number 6 on our list is garlic. While often dismissed as just a flavor enhancer, garlic holds a more serious role in cardiovascular health, particularly in seniors. Clinical studies from institutions like the University of Adelaide have shown that aged garlic extract can lower LDL cholesterol levels by around 10 to 15%, and even reduce arterial plaque formation in older adults. But the reason many seniors overlook garlic isn't because they don't like the taste. It's because the active compound, allicin, degrades rapidly with improper preparation. This is where the gap widens. Most seniors cook garlic at high heat, unknowingly neutralizing its cholesterol-lowering potency. Allicin is only activated when garlic is crushed or chopped and allowed to sit for 10 minutes before cooking. Yet, this crucial step is rarely followed. Garlic's cardiovascular impact is modest in terms of lipid reduction alone, but its broader benefits, including improved endothelial function and reduced platelet aggregation, position it as a foundational support in a heart-healthy diet. When taken consistently, especially in aged extract form, garlic doesn't just lower LDL, it helps block the very process that leads to plaque buildup in aging arteries. For seniors over 60, whose arterial flexibility and lipid metabolism naturally decline, this botanical compound becomes more than a spice. It becomes strategic. It's also important to note that fresh garlic delivers inconsistent allicin doses, while aged garlic supplements offer more predictable results. To meet the optimal threshold for benefit, around 600 to 1,200 milligrams of aged garlic extract per day is generally used in studies. For food-based intake, 2 raw cloves daily, crushed and rested, can help. Seniors who skip this often miss out on a non-pharmaceutical, multi-pathway support for lowering cholesterol. Garlic might not be the most powerful in terms of numbers, but when correctly prepared and consistently consumed, it fills a unique role that other foods can't replicate. But this takes the 6th spot on our list despite its unique benefits. Number 5 is almonds. Most people associate almonds with general heart health, but very few realize how potent they can be in rapidly reducing LDL cholesterol, especially in seniors over 60. A randomized trial published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that consuming 30 to 50 grams of almonds daily reduced LDL cholesterol by about 5 to 10%, a figure consistent across multiple clinical cohorts. But this doesn't happen just by snacking randomly. It's the consistent intake and the nutritional composition that drive results. Almonds are rich in monounsaturated fats, which help displace saturated fats in the diet. They also contain phytosterols and vitamin E, which together reduce LDL oxidation and improve lipid stability. For seniors, where LDL oxidation plays a stronger role in cardiovascular risk than just LDL count, this is a silent but critical benefit. The high magnesium content in almonds also supports endothelial function and blood pressure regulation, which compounds their lipid-lowering potential. Many assume a handful here, and there is enough, but studies show the therapeutic range starts at about 28 to 50 grams daily, or roughly a small handful twice per day. Incorporating almonds as a structured snack between meals, or swapping them for refined carb snacks, can shift lipid profiles in as little as 4 weeks. And unlike more restrictive options, almonds are highly sustainable and palatable, increasing compliance in older adults. For seniors who find it hard to stick with stricter regimens, almonds offer an effortless, yet scientifically sound daily intervention. While they may not create dramatic drops in cholesterol overnight, their cumulative effect makes them a strategic long-term solution, one with real numbers behind it. 4th, oats. On the surface, oats may seem like a simple breakfast option, but what most seniors miss is how powerfully they function as a cholesterol interceptor, especially when eaten in the right form and quantity. Oats are rich in beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that binds to bile acids in the intestine. This process forces the body to use circulating LDL cholesterol to make more bile, effectively flushing out excess LDL over time. In fact, multiple studies, including meta-analyses published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, confirm that just 3 grams of beta-glucan per day, found in about 1 full cup of cooked oats, can reduce LDL cholesterol by 5 to 10%. That's a significant number, especially for seniors who often deal with cumulative arterial burden over decades. But the benefit only applies when whole oats or steel-cut oats are consumed regularly. Instant or overly processed oats often lack sufficient beta-glucan and deliver excess sugars. This is the nuanced mini-miss. Not all oats are created equal. Seniors over 60 typically have slower digestion and reduced bile efficiency, making the soluble fiber in oats especially valuable in accelerating cholesterol clearance from the gut. This effect doesn't just reduce total LDL, it minimizes its reabsorption and lowers post-meal cholesterol spikes. The key is daily intake. Occasional consumption won't maintain the fiber threshold needed for effect. Pairing oats with healthy fats, like flax or chia, may enhance satiety and further improve lipid outcomes. As a natural agent with a direct mechanism of action, oats provide a rare combination of simplicity, affordability, and clinical efficacy. They aren't just a breakfast item. They're a proven, functional tool for cholesterol control in the aging population. 3. Flax seeds. Despite their size, flax seeds carry a dense nutritional payload that becomes particularly significant after age 60. But what makes them crucial isn't just their soluble fiber content. It's how their lignans and plant-based omega-3s target cholesterol metabolism at multiple levels. Clinical data, particularly from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, confirms that when flax seeds are consumed in their ground form, they can reduce LDL cholesterol by as much as 18% in individuals with elevated lipid profiles. The secret lies in the soluble fiber content and its ability to trap cholesterol in the gut before it enters the bloodstream. But the often overlooked lignin compounds are just as vital. They inhibit cholesterol synthesis at the liver level, while also exerting anti-inflammatory effects that reduce vascular stress in aging arteries. However, what most seniors don't realize is that consuming whole flax seeds significantly limits these effects. The hard outer shell resists digestion, meaning most of the cholesterol-lowering agents pass through the body unused. Grinding them breaks the shell, exposing the ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, and fiber, allowing the body to fully absorb their bioactive compounds. This single preparation step determines whether the seed acts therapeutically or passes through inert. For seniors, adding just 1 to 2 tablespoons of freshly ground flax seeds daily, stirred into oatmeal or a smoothie, can significantly improve lipid panels within weeks. And it's not just cholesterol. These compounds also help modulate estrogen metabolism, making them particularly effective for postmenopausal women vulnerable to cardiac risk. But the key is grinding. Without it, the benefits are locked away, inaccessible to the body, no matter how consistently they're consumed. 2. Psyllium husk. Few natural remedies work as rapidly and predictably as psyllium husk when it comes to cholesterol reduction in older adults. This soluble fiber forms a viscous gel in the digestive tract that traps bile acids, forcing the liver to extract cholesterol from the bloodstream to produce more. This mechanism, well documented in a meta-analysis published by the University of Toronto, translates into a measurable LDL reduction of up to 15%, often within 4 to 6 weeks when taken daily. But the process doesn't stop at cholesterol binding. Psyllium also supports beneficial gut microbiota, indirectly contributing to reduced systemic inflammation and improved lipid metabolism. What makes psyllium especially potent for seniors is its timing sensitivity. When consumed shortly before meals, it creates a barrier that limits cholesterol absorption from food, while slowing carbohydrate digestion and dampening insulin spikes. This is especially important for seniors who may also be managing prediabetes or metabolic syndrome alongside dyslipidemia. A single dose, about 5 to 10 grams daily mixed in water, has been shown to significantly outperform many over-the-counter fiber supplements. The FDA's endorsement of psyllium for cholesterol management isn't just regulatory. It's rooted in robust, reproducible evidence. Still, many overlook how rapidly it starts to work when consumed strategically, consistently before the largest meal of the day. This simple shift, taken seriously, transforms psyllium from a casual digestive aid into a clinical-level intervention for cholesterol in seniors. 1. Okra. Among all cholesterol-lowering foods, okra stands apart not just because of its impressive fiber content, but because of a biochemical property rarely found in plant foods. Mucilage. This gel-like substance doesn't just slow the absorption of dietary fats. It actively binds cholesterol and bile acids during digestion, escorting them out of the body before they're ever absorbed. Animal models at the USDA's Human Nutrition Research Center have shown LDL reductions of up to 30%, and controlled human trials have confirmed okra's role in improving lipid profiles in older populations. But the effect goes beyond cholesterol. The same mucilage compounds also slow glucose absorption, blunting blood sugar spikes after meals, a critical benefit for seniors managing insulin resistance. Additionally, the high concentration of polyphenol and magnesium in okra contributes to vasodilation, leading to a modest but consistent reduction in systolic blood pressure over time. These three benefits, cholesterol reduction, blood sugar regulation, and blood pressure control, make okra uniquely therapeutic for cardiovascular aging. Unlike medications that target just one of these systems, okra influences all three through natural biochemical mechanisms. However, its benefits depend heavily on preparation. Overcooking can degrade the mucilage and strip its bioactive fibers. Light steaming or adding sliced okra to broths helps preserve its gel matrix while enhancing palatability. For seniors seeking a natural multi-target approach to metabolic health, few foods are as impactful as okra when consumed correctly and consistently, especially in populations where prescription polypharmacy often compounds side effects. Each of these natural foods, garlic, almonds, oats, flax seeds, psyllium husk, and okra, delivers powerful, scientifically supported benefits for lowering cholesterol, especially in adults over 60. Their effects extend beyond lipids, helping manage blood pressure, glucose, and inflammation. Seniors should begin by choosing one of these proven foods today and integrating it properly into their meals. If you made it to this point, you're clearly taking your health seriously. So subscribe, share where you're watching from, and tell us which food surprised you most. Thanks for watching, and take care.